Okay, here we go, guys. Welcome to MK Close Up. This is something that I just really felt like the Lord telling me to do. You might think that's kind of like, woo, but I felt like there was a gap between, say, when someone's a customer and they're using like the repair set, the peel, the charcoal, they got their own glass skin set. They decide, oh my gosh, I want this discount and I want to make some money. And they become a consultant and they feel like, I don't know anything about anything else except what I'm using. So this was put in place for that purpose, but now all of our consultants have fallen in love with it. So it's always a good refresher. And it's great to, as a consultant, in case you're watching the replay, I just said this for our people off screen, but it's great to invite your best friend, your sister, your sister-in-law, your mom, your Sunday school class, whatever. You can have up to 5 guests and they can listen in because it lets them fall in love with the way they're going to look and feel with our product as the vehicle. And then whatever they need, they can get from you. And I tell them things that you may not even know yet. So if you're a guest on here and you're watching, I need you to know that if you fall in love with everything, well, actually, if you're watching the recording, no. But if you're watching this during March of 2025, we have a $20 entry fee into Mary Kay. I don't even want to say it, it's so low because that's like, we always say it's not a marriage or a tattoo, but that's not even a trip to Chick-fil-A. So if you fall in love with everything, you can get in and get your own discount, but your consultant cannot sell it to you at her price. It violates your contract. We're not a multi-level. We're not even network marketing. We're just direct sales, B2B business model. So she might not even know that. So I always like to say that so she doesn't put herself in a position to jeopardize her Mary Kay career. So I'm going to talk to you. My name is Pam. It says that on there, I think, but I'm going to talk to you about, well, if you hear me talk on a party, like when we're teaching people about skincare or color or whatever, I always go, this is my favorite and this is my favorite because I have a lot of favorites. Now, when you get through, you're going to get a link texted from me from the same place you got your reminders, all that. And sometimes in some phones, it'll come up as a picture, but it's not spam. You know how we get all those crazy things and you're like, if I click this, they're going to take all my money. You click it and a checklist of a lot of the things that some that I didn't that I went over will be in there, and also a pride sheet about our company. Just if you are environmentally concerned, or there's some things that are close to your heart, as far as our foundation is solely devoted to cancers, research for cancers that affect women, and eradicating domestic violence that affects women and children. You'll see a lot of that information on there. No matter what, this is my vision. Whether you are a consultant or you one of our amazing clients we're so grateful for, we want you to look and feel like $1 million with our product as the vehicle. That literally, we want to enrich your life. We want to be someone that's a happy place for you. And so we like for you to know about our company so that you can just feel even more proud to be associated with your consultant and to buy product from a company that stands for what we do. Another thing you may not know is our company was built and still is today on the foundation of God, family, and career, and on the golden rule. And we follow the European Union standards. Now, I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute, but you're going to be so happy that we do. If you're looking for products that you know are clean and safe and, you know, um, environmentally correct, all the things. So let's get started. I got a little frog in my throat, so I'm going to drink this on screen, which is kind of rude. And I swallow funny. People tell me that all the time. It's like a good conversation starter. Okay, first I'm going to talk to you about our glass skin formula. Now, I want to tell you on the 20th, if you're watching this real time or in March of 2025, uh, on the 20th, we have a Hydra session party. You get to invite your own guests. And if you are a guest, you can invite your girlfriends. Just tell your consultant, she'll get you some samples to try. Now, these are our premier samples. It gives you, if you've ever been to a med spa and have a hydrofacial, you are glowing for about 3 days after. But there's no products, and it's I mean it ranges from like 225 to 300 on the average. Well, we show you at our glass skin party, our hydro session, how to have that same skin every day with your products. And what it involves is it involves our repair set and our repair revealing Radiance Facial Glycolic Peel, and our charcoal mask. So I'm going to go over those with you first. Now, our repair set, I always tell the story of my grandmother has had, we have all her recipes, recipe box with the food on them and her handwriting, and it's so precious to me. I need to have someone somehow preserve it. But she had a basic pie recipe. So she used the same pie recipe for a chocolate or coconut or banana or lemon meringue and just changed, the base was the same and then added the things that made it that particular flavor. Well, that's like skincare. Skincare is not one size fits all. It's customizable. You'll be happy to know that one of the great things about doing business with a Mary Kay consultant, or if you are a consultant, is we have a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Lewisville, Texas. It's called R3, and it was built right before COVID. In fact, we were able to make hand sanitizer for the entire Baylor White Scott hospital chain and donate it to them, and that kept us essential. So all of us that make our living in Mary Kay, we were able to keep working because we were in a position, we weren't corporately owned, we're family owned, so it didn't take long to get the wheels turning, and the bottles were great. They were our I Make It Remember bottles, and they just had a label on them, so they weren't fancy, but we got that hand sanitizer to them, and that manufacturing facility is zero landfill. So many other environmental things about it. But one of the things, it houses our R&D, our research and development, and it houses our lab. Each product that we introduce goes through over 500,000 tests. We have several doctors on staff, dermatologists. Our head scientific officer is Lucy Gilday, and we own over 1,600 patents in skincare and anti-aging. Because we're not publicly owned and we're not falling prey to a board that doesn't understand, how we work, we can do things like when you're talking about skincare being customizable, we make our products to be integrated. So for example, I use some of our Miracle Set, some of our Repair Set, part of our Naturally line, part of our Clear Proof line because I use the charcoal, and you don't want to do that with other brands. Our doctors make ours integratable. If is that a word? Anyway, we'll look that up later. If you use, and I'm not even talking like, say if you use something really good like a Chanel cleanser and like a ZO moisturizer, and you bought the moisturizer second, you almost always will have some sensitivity or a breakout from the combination of using those two products because they weren't made to work together. You'll think if you have a sensitivity or a breakout that it's the last product that you added, in this case, that moisturizer, but it's not. They probably are perfectly fine used with their own set. It's the combination of those products. Well, in ours, we can truly customize. What that customization looks like is it starts with a set, usually the Repair Set or the Miracle Set. The Miracle Set is amazing anti-aging, great for today, a great starter set, or a great set for every day if you're younger. I use a couple pieces of this as well, integrated with my Repair. It has a cleanser, a nighttime product serum, a daytime serum that has sunscreen in it, and then an antioxidant moisturizer in your formula, normal dry, combination oily. That is amazing, anti-aging. This is if you have anything to repair. If you grew up like I did, you put iodine in your baby oil and fried yourself on top of the university roof. If you have anything to repair, or if you feel like you need some extra loving, you need a little luxury ingredients, higher end anti-aging, you really want to like attack it like crazy. So this would be your Repair. It comes with a foaming cleanser, always to go backwards, serum that we lovingly call Spanx for the face, but its actual name is lifting serum. Some people add that serum to their Miracle Set for just a little bit more. It comes with a night cream and a day cream and then an eye cream. The Miracle Set does not come with an eye cream. And if you are 18 or over, you need an eye cream because we have no oil glands here. But we often suggest the Repair eye cream with the Miracle Set because it's the most potent. Okay, so we're going to start with that recipe. That night cream, the only person who can't use it that I mentioned in the Repair is someone who is pregnant or nursing, because it has encapsulated retinol. Now, we have a clinical line that I won't talk a lot about today. I'm going to mention a few things. But if you are 20 or over, you need retinol. Retinol is your friend. It is a game changer. And we deliver it with a system called retinization that slowly adds it to your routine and gives you this common restore milk as its second step so that you don't experience irritation. My friend who is a medical professional and owns a med spa, I said, how do y'all deliver like your retinol? She's, girl, we just throw it at them and tell them, you'll irritate. It'll be fine. And I told her about the 8-week retinization. I said, you should incorporate that. She said, I might do that. So, we do have retinol. So the clinical line is Dermacosmetics, and we are licensed for that. Used to, you could only get actives, the ingredients that kind of really amp up your skincare, from a prescription. And now, thankfully, there are a few of us that can offer them to you over the counter with the same purity. So the next two products in the glass skin hydrosession are the charcoal mask and the peel. This product, now this really is, I say, this is my favorite. This is my favorite. This is really in my top 3 favorite things we make. And I'm going to tell you about that in a second. It's a glycolic peel. Your skin does not peel, but it's a chemical exfoliator. And so I'll give you the details on that. This is our charcoal mask. Now, if you have oily combination skin, you probably want to do this a couple times a week. Don't do it 3 times a week unless you slowly do that and build up to that. Great for teenagers that are in sports, cheerleading, basketball, football, all the sports. And because they get that kind of breakout around their hairline, even if they're not prone to breakouts. This cleans out your pores. Now, it has activated charcoal, which acts as a vacuum to the debris, dirt, environmental, makeup, anything in your pores. And it absorbs several times. I mean, I think it's like 200 times its weight in impurities. And your pores can hold 7 years of debris. I know, right? So I love this. I do this about once a week. And if it's in the dead of winter and I feel like I'm dry over here, I'll do it mostly in the T-zone and then a little bit on my cheeks, the air in my chin. But normally I do it all over. As you see it dry, if you're drier, you're going to see it lighten up. It'll take about 20 minutes to dry. If you're oilier, you're going to see dark areas where the oil is. If you have a blemish or discoloration or anything that's trying to, like bacteria on your skin, you're going to see a little white dot on all those areas. It is literally detoxing that before it comes to the surface. In fact, if I get a bump, you'd think I'd be through with that, but I'm not. If I get a bump, I put a dot and sleep with a dot. It also has rosemary, honeysuckle. All of these are extracts. Eucalyptus, so it smells like a spa when you open it up. And it's not one of those peel-offs. Y'all don't do those. That's bad for your skin. Those funny videos that went around, social media a few years ago. And I actually apply it with this applicator. We have a mask applicator. It's the color of my pink Cadillac. It's pale pink and it's silicone. Also, if you have babies, it makes a great diaper rash applicator. Not the same one. No baby booty on this one. Get a separate one, but it's awesome. So you can get it in your fingernails. And then you just leave it on and take a warm cloth and just moisten it really and then wipe it off. And it detoxes your skin. The other thing it has, and we have this in a lot of our products, it's proprietary to us, is the extract from the navy bean. I know, right? When they said that, I was like, come again? But the extract from the navy bean, which is why we wanted to make it proprietary to us. You can't patent a navy bean because it's a vegetable. But has an extreme brightener in it. So the thing I noticed the very first time I used the charcoal mask is my skin brightened up. I was like, what is the deal? I walked by the mirror and I was like, ooh, I've been liking this. So it's awesome. The next thing, as I told you, was the glycolic peel. Now, my friend, she's one of my very best friends in the world. People laugh at us because, we sell different products, but we're like, collaboration, not competition. So I ask her all the skin things. And so they have a clinical peel, which every Medi Spa does, and they range in intensity from just a light intensity to really intense. But all of them, they kind of paint glycolic acid, which is what's in this, on your skin. All of them, your skin will slough off. If it's a mild intensity, it'll slough off and flake off and but if it's a lot, it's like literally going to peel off. And when you get through 2 or 3 weeks later, usually 3 weeks, your skin is like baby booty soft. But who has 3 weeks to peel like an alligator? I'm from Louisiana, so that's my reference point. So we deliver ours in a marine botanical for 2 reasons. no downtime. You won't have the peeling effect. And the other reason is for sensitivity. If someone has a sensitivity to any type of chemical exfoliator, I have a friend who she's actually a sales director, Mary Kay. She is like me. She has psychosensitive skin. I don't have sensitivity to this, but our doctors on staff told her leave it on a minute and then take it off. And then the next time you use it, leave it on 2 minutes, take it off, and build up to the 10 minutes. And she's able to use it. And you want to be able to use it because most estheticians recommend we have an amazing physical exfoliator. It's a microdermabrasion set, and I do that 2 to 3 times a week as well. I just keep it in my shower. It has a grainy part, the same thing that the machine uses when you have a treatment, and you just massage it all over for a minute or two while your skin's really wet, like puddly, soupy, and then rinse it off. And then it has a second step that's a pore minimizer. But this is chemical. So the difference is the physical exfoliates the top, gets all polishes your skin kind of. And it is amazing. Once you use it, you're hooked. Because one time Riley was in the hospital and I grabbed my stuff really fast and we went to the hospital and I forgot my microdermabrasion. So it was like a week before, and I was like, what is wrong with my face? And it was the lack of microdermabrasion. The chemical peel gets the surface, but it goes down into the pore and loosens and gets off all the things that are kind of holding on. Now, why will you want to do that? Well, first of all, anything you can do to clean your pores out, to exfoliate the surface of your skin. Normally, our skin cells shed that's hard to say, at a rate of 20 every 28 days. Y'all hear that background? My mom has forgotten I'm live. She lives with me. So we're just going to roll with it, keeping it real up in the Garner house. She's playing something really loud. I don't know what it is. It sounds cartoony, but she's having a good time. So it's awesome. So you'll notice that your skin is smoother, like it's a texture game changer. And then you'll also notice that the products you apply after, like the serums, moisturizers, or foundation, like are so like they absorb. Your foundation looks better because usually if you think your foundation is not staying on or it's flaking off or something, it's the condition of your skin, not your foundation. So you just twice a week. I always do it twice a week. I do not skip this. I might skip something else, but I don't skip much skincare. Cleanse your skin, put it on, apply, like skip the eye area. I do it all the way down my neck and the top of my chest because, that kind of environmentally gets a lot more. Leave it on for 10 minutes. I have Alexa set a timer, and then I wipe it off gently and then apply the rest of my products. The other thing it has a compounding effect. So not only will it feel great when you use it, but the compound effect of using it, and look at the bottle. Like it's such a good value. It's crazy. Like it lasts forever. Okay, take a sip. I told y'all, I forgot to tell you, I was raised up north. Then I got this accent. I talk really fast. So, but I'm also trying to tell you a lot in a short period of time. Okay, tell me in the chat. Let's do some interaction while I'm getting this together. Tell me in the chat if I had a magic skin wand, and I could wave it across your face and I could change or improve anything that you want to improve, what would it be? Now, after the recording, I'm going to go back and address these. So stay on when I tap off the recording because that is the goal. Remember that you look and feel like $1,000,000 with your skin and your look, your color. With our product as the vehicle. So magic skin wand, what would you change? One thing? Would you change 3 things? I mean, I can tell you my list before Mary Kay, there was like 6 or 7 things. Okay, these next 2 products are kind of like, I always show them in a pair. They're kind of like I can't live without type things. And they're a great little happy for people like stocking stuffers or a little gift, every age, teens on up. I'm so excited that teens are really we have a line specifically made for preteens and teens that they're really like interested in skincare. The only thing I'm not happy about is TikTok is trying to sell them on the fact that they need actives and they do not. It will damage their skin barrier. So if you have a teen or a preteen, do not let her use active ingredients. Like this is a clean line. It has a scrub. It's all the kids that I've sold it to them, their moms. I get them to tell me, what do you think about it? And they're like, my skin is glowing. And it's got a scrub, a toner, a cleanser, a moisturizer, and a hydrating, and then a mattifying if they're oily. Anyway, they usually combine, they usually add these. This is a micellar water. This is the sub for back when we used cleansing cloths. And I know some people love cleansing cloths, but the reason we stopped doing cleansing cloths is not that they are inherently bad. I mean, they're convenient, you throw them in your gym bag, all the things, but people tend to do like this, and that damages your skin barrier. So this is a much better long-term version. It's like a magnet to all the impurities. So this is micellar. You put it on a cotton round. And I do my eyes first, and then I do this and I wipe it all over my face so that when I do my cleanser, it's the second cleanse and you get much cleaner. It's also great to give a new mom. You know, if she's nursing and she's piled up in her bed, she can put it on her bedside and just feel like she's freshened up. Okay, this is our eye makeup remover. This is our number one best-selling product. We sell one of these every 5 seconds. Now look how it looks like it's separated. It is oil-free. One of the things about the European Union that we follow, well, we have to follow the FDA because we're also in the United States, but we're in 39 countries, 39 markets. The European Union, it bans between 1,400 and 1,600 ingredients, 1,400 to 1,600. The reason I'm not giving you a pure number is because it's always growing. The FDA, get ready for it, bans 13, 1, 3, 13. And so the FDA allows you to say something has oil in it. I mean, say that it's oil free up to a certain amount of oil, which in my mind, it's not oil free. It either has oil in it. It's like either a girl or a boy. Like there's like, that's it. The baby is born and they're like, we're going to give it a boy name. We're going to give it a girl name. So it's the same as the oil free eye makeup remover. It's oil free. The top part is made to do waterproof. The bottom is regular. You shake it up. You make it cloudy, put it on a cotton round, lay it on your eye gently, and then wipe gently. And it conditions your lashes. It gets rid of lash mites. Y'all, if you Google it, it is gross. But we are all prone to them, kind of like we all have staph in our nose and different things. If you're a nurse, you know this item. And they embed in the hair follicle when your makeup is not cleaned off. That's a common thing. If you're like, I don't know if I've ever had them. Some people have them more severe. Your lash line might be itchy, or you might simply have a gap in your lashes, and you're like, how the heck did that happen? And I remember as a teenager having that gap, and I was like, "Mm." So we have a lot of eye doctors that love our eye makeup remover. Also, our lash artists love our eye makeup remover because it is completely oil free. Okay, let's show something. Wait, I grabbed these and I'm gonna show something fun. We'll show something fun and then some color. And then I've got about 9 minutes, I think. Okay, thank you for keeping on writing in the chat what your magic wand questions are. This jar's almost through. This must be my jar. Look, they're pink. They look like a smile and they're glittery. They're hydrogel eye patches. If you've not seen the before and afters of these, you got to get them from your consultant. It's like, can I have 5 jars? That's like, it's amazing. I didn't do mine this morning, but when I had crawfish, there's a lot of salt, and I have a lot of food sensitivities, and so it shows on my face. Gratefully, so much. It shows on my face instead of my intestines, and I'm so happy about it because I teach skincare. And if you're not getting the joke to that, then we'll just talk later. But I put them on in the morning, like I get up and I brush my teeth and I put my eye patches on, grab my hot tea, have my quiet time, and just let them soak in. A lot of our girls will put them on and they'll take their kids to in car line. You leave them on about 20 minutes. I leave them on until they're like there's nothing left, and it just moisturizes and plumps this area, gets rid of that puffiness and draws that out. They're amazing. And they make the best gift too. Little happy, a girlfriend gift. I keep them at Christmas wrapped up in case somebody comes by with a gift for me that I was like, oh my gosh. And I have a gift for them. Okay, let's look at some color. All of our compacts I love this. I'm not a big color girl. Now, I love feeling pretty. I love putting it on now. I didn't wear any makeup before Mary Kay. Such a tomboy. I just like, it wasn't my jam. And still, it's not really my jam, except for I love helping people put compacts together. I love helping people choose lip liners and lip glosses and lipsticks. And I love a blush brick. I'm not sure I've got that, but I'll show it to you. So we have 3 compacts. They're all refillable on purpose. For environmental reasons and cost reasons, So like an eyeshadow might be $8. I know. Don't you have an eyeshadow palette and like you tend to use one more than the other and then it's gone and you still have the other two and you're like, I don't want to buy the whole new palette. Well, now you don't. You're a Mary Kay girl. Okay, this is my travel one. I've got shadows and bronzers, highlighters, and then my blush brick I keep separately. But you literally design it how you want to. And the reason this one doesn't have a mirror, the reason why is this is your Mac Daddy. It's called the Pro palette, but I call it the Mac Daddy. If that mirror broke, like in travel, that would ruin a lot of product. That would cost you a lot of money. So, and we can make it thinner. Look how thin it is. So this is awesome. They all open if you open them on the logo side. That's where they open. So that is the big one. The mini one is so cute. Look, I've got just my basic eye look in here. And one of the things I do for teens and preteens is I'll put like a neutral blush and one shadow, and then they've got their own little compact. This is great if you're going like on a weekend trip and you're just going to wear the same shadow, which I tend to do anyway. You can just pop that in your bag and you're good to go. Okay, the next one is our medium size, and it does have a mirror. Yes, I've got my blush brick in here. I love to create a blush brick. Now, a blush brick is a makeup artist technique where you have, if you're a cool girl, you have your cool colors. If you're warm, I'm a warm girl, you have your warm colors, and usually a highlighter, which is this. And you can just sweep across it and not have to guess, or you can use one of them. And this compact though will hold 12 shadows. It'll hold 6 shadows and a blusher and a contour. It'll hold it. We design it however you want to design it. It'll hold a look if you want a certain look. Maybe you're going to an event and you want to have that with you, and then you've got your mirror. So there you go. The next thing is one of my favorite things. Really, I've been using Mary Kay skincare since college. And so as we add things through technology and dermatological developments, I certainly have added them, but one of the things that has been the biggest game changer are these and then our nourishing oil for me. Like people ask me about my skin all the time, and it was good. And in fact, I arrogantly thought, well, it's not, how much better can it get? Because I use everything and we're known for skin and it's great. It's not a brag, it's a brag on Mary Kay. So when we introduce these are part of the clinical line, the clinical solutions, Derma Cosmetics line. I could not get over. I'm also a simple girl. I'm like an 11-minute in the bathroom girl. It's the reason I don't straighten my hair anymore because I don't want to fool with it. I'm really hair tool challenged. So I like it that you can just pop them in. You cleanse, do your booster, do the rest of your stuff, and you're good. So I'm going to show you these 4, and then I'm going to show you our newest, which everybody is raving over. So these are needs specific. You know how I told you, like, we have a great skin analyzer app. If you've not done it, go to your app store, search Mary Kay Skin Analyzer, and download it. And you can scan your face in great lighting and like natural lighting or the bathroom with no makeup, and screenshot the scan and send your consultant, or if you are a consultant, we can tell you how to analyze it. Don't freak out, it has like a long list of products because instead of putting the sets, it separates them. But we take your magic wand question answers to your questions, your answers to the magic wand question, and we help to design a regimen that fits your lifestyle. And if I'm doing weird talking, it's because I've got this loud noise in the other room, Mom, and I'm having a hard time focusing. Um, little ADD going on here. So when I say need specific, so like for example, this one is ferulic acid and niacinamide, great brightener. So if you're like, I've lost the finish as I've gotten older. Also, this is a acne fighting superpower, which a lot of people don't talk about niacinamide for that. Niacinamide is the #1 trending ingredient right now, was for 2024 as well. When used every morning and every night for 2 weeks, it starts to fight the acne. It's amazing. Okay, so the next one is one that almost everyone uses. It's our hyaluronic acid and ceramide. And ceramide is the surface of your skin, the skin barrier. Hyaluronic acid is a deep cellular moisture creator and retention. And moisture, you want to be hydrated. We're not talking oil here. We're talking hydration, because especially if you have oily skin, your oily skin will try to overproduce sebum, surface oil, when it's not properly hydrated. So this is a really common one that most people use. Our vitamin C. If I say vitamin C to you, your answer is yes. That's what your answer is. Vitamin C is a great anti-aging product. We have one with resveratrol, and resveratrol is just an ingredient that, I mean, it's in like dark berries. It's really good for you internally and externally. So this one is, when people start using this, they never stop using it. It is great for little fine lines here, here, here. It's amazing. The last one is an alternative if you can't use retinol because maybe you're nursing or breastfeeding, or the rare person, it's very rare, but occasionally you'll have someone that's sensitive to retinol. They can use our PHA AHA resurfacer. PHA is polyhydroxy acid, AHA is alpha hydroxy acid, and they both are amazing lactic acids to slough off the surface of your skin and help to recreate the finish. Again, texture, game changer. So those are awesome. The other thing I want to talk to you about from that line is our wrinkle limiter. Okay, I want you to look at my forehead. I think you can tell. We're calling it the Mary Kay Forehead Club. So now I'm not hating on injections. Let me just be clear. I'm not, in fact, I get a dot right here above my brows because I have my daddy's eyelids and they would be out down in my eyelashes. So I get a dot right here. Um, and we'll do that probably unless I, decide to. Now I don't do Botox. I do a different tox, but we'll do that unless I decide to have surgery one day. But this is for dynamic wrinkles, anything that are expression. So like you can see right there, I've been putting it right there. I've been putting it around here. I've been putting it in my smile line. The ones around our lips are not necessarily dynamic. They're static, and we do have a deep wrinkle filler for those. So basically your nose up, 76% as effective as injections. It has several, it's all plant-based, but it has several ingredients that are superpowers. One of them is electric daisy, and it is a known muscle relaxer. So the best wrinkle is one that never forms. And this product, it has been sweeping the nation. Like, I'm shocked we didn't run out of it because we were producing it as fast as we could get it. Wrinkle limiter. When you pair that with your glass skin, you've got everything you need except for the need specific things that would be to you in your regimen. Um, there you go. Okay. I got to talk fast. Okay, I'm gonna talk about nourishing oil because I said that. This oil, now you're gonna see it rebranded because it's got a new label and it just says Mary Kay. We took the blue out, put the pink in. So it is a glass dropper in a glass bottle. See that? And if you'd have told me a year ago that I'd be putting oil on my face, I'd have told you cray. But I put it on the tips of my hair. I put it on my cuticles. I put a full dropper in this body lotion, this Time Wise toning body lotion that you got to have one of. It moisturizes for 24 hours. That's the other thing I like. You don't have to put it back on. And you will literally, like I was petting my arm last night at the crawfish place. I was like, my arm is so soft. They were like, what are you doing? It's my family. I was like, is that nourishing oil? They were like, oh gosh, because they are all in Mary Kay or use Mary Kay. And they were like, yes, you're right. It's good for everything. And then at night, I put almost a full dropper. After I do my last moisture step, I put that full dropper in my hands and I tap my face and my neck and chest and put it on there. In the morning, right after my moisturizer, before I do my foundation primer, I put about that much and do the same thing. And it hydrates. It so crazy. I just want you to test it for a week. If you think I'm crazy, you will be obsessed with it. You will be obsessed with it. We affectionately call it Jesus tears. No sacrilege, but that's how much we love it. The last thing I'm probably going to tell you is, well, two things real quick. This is our foundation primer. I never go without this. This is like if you're going to paint a wall and you spackle it first to get it super smooth. You could try it on one side of your face and not on the other side. It is crazy. And it goes with my philosophy is if I put it on, I want it to look good. I want it to stay there. I don't want to fool with it. So this and our finishing spray, I've got 16 hours of staying power. Well, I don't even need that long, but I do. Big fluffy powder brush. We use synthetic bristles, but the highest quality synthetic bristles. We do that because non-cruelty. We don't use animal bristles. And then this is my favorite foundation brush. We have a great liquid foundation brush. I use it to like smooth my contour, but this is very dense and it gives you kind of an airbrush look. I put my foundation right on there, dot it, and then blend it in. It also helps you use less of your foundation. Y'all, I could go on and on. but I'm not going to because I don't want to make you crazy. What I can tell you is on that list you're going to get in just a few minutes, it has a checklist of all the things. And when you do the Skin Analyzer app, we can help you customize that and be Mary Kay from head to toe. Because I didn't even touch on body care. Body care is having a moment in the industry, and we have a stellar line, and it's very barely scented because I don't want that. And if I do wear a scent, I don't want my body care to compete with that. But I don't want to, it's kind of like tanning lotions when they smell. Like I could never use that because it drives me crazy for some reason. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording and off screen, I'm going to answer your questions and then we'll be good to go. Thank you for watching. Let's see. Where's my button? There we go. I always lose the